Okay, so some part from the previous chapter is remaining, that we will cover, okay, in first 20 minutes, and then we'll move on to the next chapter, that is thermodynamics. Okay, so some part that is, I think it is on page number, let me tell you the page number. KTG. Page number 117. KTG. Graham's law of diffusion. Okay, we wanted to know what is the meaning of diffusion. Okay, now we know the process by which the gas spreads in the room. Okay, let's say there is some incense tube, not incense tube, incense stick. Okay, so some gas is being produced by that incense stick. Okay, एक उदबत्ती त्याच्यामुळे एक gas create व्हायला लागलाय. That gas is spreading in this entire room. Okay, and the process by which this gas spreads in this entire room, that process is called as diffusion. Yes sir, we know now it. Now why this gas spreads in the room? Okay, why this gas spreads in the room? Okay, the answer is concentration difference. Answer is concentration difference. Now first of all, let us try to understand what is concentration, and once we understand what is concentration, we will understand what is concentration difference. Okay, so if the number of gas particles per unit volume at given place are large, okay, or is large, if number of particles, number of gas particles at given place are large, in that case we say that it is high concentration. At that place the concentration of gas is high. So how to measure concentration of gas particles? Just count the number of gas particles, divide by volume in which the particles are present. Okay, just count number of particles per unit volume. So it is also called as number density. Okay, this concentration term is also called as number density. For example, mass density means mass upon volume, number density means number upon volume. Okay, so at this place the concentration is very high, concentration of gas is very high, and at this point in the room the concentration is low. So naturally the gas will try to, or the gas molecules will try to flow from higher concentration to lower concentration. Okay, higher concentration to lower concentration, and the process is called as diffusion. So tell me, is the meaning of concentration and the diffusion clear to all of you? The process by which or in which the concentration difference leads the gas to flow from higher concentration to lower concentration. ज्या प्रोसेस मध्ये गॅसला काय केलं जातं, गॅसला फ्लो करायला भाग पाडलं जातं. गॅस इज फोर्स टू फ्लो फ्रॉम द हाय कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन region to low concentration region. That process is called as diffusion. And what is the driving force of diffusion? What is the cause of diffusion? The cause of diffusion is concentration difference. Here we have some higher concentration, here we have some lower concentration. So it is obvious that gases will flow from higher concentration to lower concentration. Okay, that process is called as diffusion. Okay, diffusion. Try to understand. There is one more process which is called as effusion, which is called as effusion. Diffusion is caused by concentration difference. Diffusion is caused by concentration difference. Okay, but effusion is caused by pressure difference. Effusion is caused by pressure difference. Okay, fine. It means that at this place there will be higher pressure, at this place there will be lower pressure. So gases at higher pressure will be forced to flow from higher pressure to lower pressure. So there are two driving forces. First is concentration difference. Under the driving force of concentration difference, if the flow of gases is present, then that flow is called as diffusion. And under the pressure difference, if the gases are being flown, okay, or if the gases are traveling for higher pressure region to lower pressure region because of the pressure difference, then the flow or the process is called as effusion. So is this second point clear to all of you? Tell me, everyone. Tell me. सेकंड पॉइंट कळाला का बघा बाळांनो. इफ्युजन. व्हॉट इज इफ्युजन, व्हॉट इज डिफ्युजन? फाइन सर. नाउ सर, you told us that the rate of diffusion, is proportional to square root of density. Yes, rate of diffusion is proportional to square root of density. Fine, no problem, sir. Now, what kind of problems will be there? The problems will be something like this. First problem, let's say two gases will be given to you which are having different densities and rates are to be compared. So R1 upon R2 is equal to under root rho 2 upon rho 1. This is the type 1. Okay, this is the type 1 question. Fine. Type 2 question. Now, what they do is this. At given pressure, see, at given pressure, we know gases can flow because of concentration difference as well as because of pressure difference. So we will maintain pressure everywhere same. Okay, we'll try to maintain the pressure everywhere same. So at given pressure, given number of molecules will have some given volumes, fixed volume, fixed pressure, fixed number of molecules, fixed temperature, fixed volume. Okay, so density of a gas, see, density of a gas can be written something like this: mass of a gas divided by volume of a gas. Okay, it can also be written like this. Mass of 1 mole, that is called as molar mass, or molar mass we use the letter capital M. Mass of 1 mole divided by volume of a mole, but volume of 1 mole at given pressure, given temperature is a fixed value. Okay, volume of 1 mole of a gas at given temperature and pressure is a fixed value. So you may write density of a gas is proportional to molar mass. Let us write there at given pressure and temperature of a gas. एका मोलचा व्हॉल्यूम बाळांनो फिक्स असणार. At given pressure and temperature, एका मोलचा व्हॉल्यूम फिक्स असणार. So this is a constant. Rho is proportional to m. Okay, sir. Fine. Now this equation will lead to. Let me write it here. Shall I write? You just tell me. Am I writing it correctly or wrong? Rho is proportional to. Sorry, R is proportional to 1 upon square root of. Instead of density, shall I write molar mass? And now the ratio question shall become R1 upon R2 is equal to under root M2 upon M1. This is the second type of question on diffusion. Check whether I am writing it correctly or wrong. You just write all these things and then let me know in the chat box, clear and written. Till then I will wait. लिहा. त्याला समजून घ्या, मग लिहा आणि मग मला सांगा, clear and written. Do it. What is this? Number of molecules, symbol already fixed. Volume of a gas, this symbol is already fixed. Done. Okay, fine. So याला स्क्वेअर ब्रॅकेट करून ठेवा. R1 upon R2 is equal to under root rho 2 upon rho 1. R1 upon R2 is equal to under root M2 upon M1. Okay, sir, fine. Okay, now let me tell you one thing. What are the possible units of rate of diffusion? Okay, what are the possible units of rate, capital R, rate of diffusion? Let's try to understand. Okay, write down along with me. Unit for rate of diffusion. unit for rate of diffusion, unit for rate of diffusion. Okay, for that its definition, okay, we need to understand. Okay, sometimes it can be defined like this: number of molecules diffused, number of molecules diffused per second, number of molecules diffused per second. So its unit of R might be something like this: number of molecules has no unit, second, 1 upon second. Or if sometime it is given like this: number of moles, just keep on writing, these are very simple things, number of moles diffused per second. Okay, instead of molecules now they are counting number of moles, no problem. In that case unit of R as what? Sir, mole per second, mole or moles per second. Okay, fine sir. Now there is one more type of question. Okay, two types of questions we have already seen, R1 upon R2 type of questions. Okay, now there is one more type of question. Next type of question based on time required, is based on the time required. Okay, time required for the diffusion. Okay, so can I say more the rate of diffusion, try to understand, more the rate of diffusion, lesser is the time required for diffusion of given number of molecules or moles, given number of, just keep on writing, given number of molecules or moles. Fine. Okay, let's say there are 15 moles which are to be diffused. 15 moles are to be diffused. If the rate is higher, less time will be required. If the rate is less, more time will be required. It is quite obvious. Now tell me, is this statement clear to all of you or not? Write down this statement and let me know whether it is clear or not. Given amount of moles are to be diffused. Okay, for that amount of diffusion, okay, that certain amount of number of moles or number of molecules to diffuse those number of molecules. If the rate of diffusion is more, less time will be required. If the rate of diffusion is less, more time will be required. Okay, try to be logical. Fine, sir. So one more thing that you should understand is R proportional to 1 upon T. Okay, this is for certain amount of diffusion or certain number of moles, or for given number of moles, or for given amount of diffusion. Diffused amount should be same, should not change. Okay, so you may be given two cases in which first rate of diffusion will be given to you, second rate of diffusion will be given to you, and same amount is to be diffused. In that case you will do this inverse proportion. Okay, so square bracket this, square bracket that. Type of question we are covering. Okay, these will be very simple type of questions once you understand the logic behind it. Okay, proportionality behind it. Try to understand the proportionality with a slight logical statement, a small logical statement. With that, understand the proportionality, and with that write the ratio. Okay, एवढं सगळं तुम्हाला आता हे यूज टू झाला असेल तुम्ही या प्रोसेसला. ओके, there will be some proportionality, then there will be ratio. Some proportionality, sorry, first of all there will be some logic, then some proportionality, then ratio. Okay, fine. So this completes the point of diffusion. Okay, this completes the point of diffusion. Okay, now there is one more point called as Maxwellian distribution of the speeds of gases. That point we will cover in the thermodynamics. Thermodynamics itself. Okay, that different speeds of the gases. If we try to plot, what we get is this. Just write down this. Okay, just write Maxwell distribution. Maxwell डिस्ट्रीब्युशन याच्यावरचा काही क्वेश्चन वगैरे असेल तर तो आपण डायरेक्टली क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करू. ओके, मोस्टली असं डायरेक्टली काही क्वेश्चन येणार नाहीये. ओके, सो जस्ट डोंट वरी. मॅक्सवेल डिस्ट्रीब्युशन ऑफ स्पीड्स ऑफ गॅसेस. मॅक्सवेल डिस्ट्रीब्युशन ऑफ स्पीड्स ऑफ गॅसेस. Maxwell distribution of speeds of gases. Fine. Now let us try to plot on the y-axis speed, and let us try to plot on the x-axis. Let's try to plot speed on the x-axis. Speed of a gas molecule and number of gas molecules with that speed. Let us try to plot on the y-axis. Fine. Number of gas molecules. Number of gas molecules. Fine. Okay. Now let's say we have total 100 molecules. Let's say we have total 100 molecules. Okay. Now you people tell me, how many molecules will be there with the speed equal to 0? Given that temperature of the gas is not 0. Given that temperature of the gas is not 0. Now this is this is something which is very interesting. Okay, what we are discussing is very interesting. How many? Let's say we have total 100 molecules. Then how many molecules will be there at given temperature which is not equal to 0 Kelvin? Okay. It is more than 0 Kelvin, more than absolute 0. So how many gas molecules will be there having speed equal to 0? Tell me. 1, 2, 3, 4. What is that? How many gas molecules will be there with the speed equal to 0? The answer is 0. Yes. Now the answer has came 0, but it is with the question mark also. Fine. So let us do one analogy. Okay. Let's say, okay, there is physics paper, physics test. Okay, and there are, let's say, 50 students. Let's say there are, let us take 100 students. Okay, there are 100 students. Okay, now given that difficulty level, or let's say, instead of saying difficulty, let's say, what is opposite of difficult? Easy. Okay, easiness. Shall I say it as easiness, or opposite of difficulty? I just want to say opposite of difficulty. Okay, easiness is not 0. Easiness is not 0. Easiness is more than 0. Easiness is more than 0. Okay, easiness is more than 0. If easiness is 0, it means that, see, this is very interesting analogy. You will enjoy this. Difficult is equal to 1 upon easy. Okay, difficult is equal to 1 upon easy. Okay, if the difficulty is infinity, then easiness will be equal to 0. Then easiness of the question paper will be 0. Okay, it means that you will not be able to solve any of the questions. It means that you will not be able to solve even a single question. So everyone will get 0 mark. Everyone will get 0 mark. Okay, for difficulty equal to infinity, means for easiness equal to 0, everyone will get 0 mark. Fine. That, what does that mean? When easiness is equal to 0, means temperature equal to 0. When easiness is equal to 0 means temperature equal to 0. All of you will get 0 mark, means all the molecules will be at rest. All the molecules will be at rest. Okay, fine. But I am saying that easiness of the question paper is not zero. Means difficulty is not infinity. Difficulty is finite. Difficulty is finite. So easiness will also be some value more than zero. More than zero. So there are some easy questions. If there are some easy questions, it means that temperature is not 0 Kelvin. Temperature is more than 0 Kelvin. So all the students will be able to solve at least some questions. ओके, काही ना काहीतरी क्वेश्चन सॉल्व्ह होणारच. म्हणजेच प्रत्येक गॅसला काही ना काहीतरी, प्रत्येक मॉलिक्युलला, गॅसच्या प्रत्येक मॉलिक्युलला काही ना काहीतरी स्पीड असणारच. If the temperature is above 0 Kelvin, every molecule will have some speed. Are you getting this? Reply in the chat box. This is very interesting analogy. When you know the concept, you can relate it with the real things. Okay. Fine. So let me repeat the point. Okay, for those who are not getting it, let me repeat the point. At least try to understand this. I am saying that temperature analogy, temperature ची analogy आहे easiness of the question paper. Easiness 0 असेल म्हणजे एकही question easy नाही आहे. Okay. Temperature, easiness. Fine. Temperature is more than 0. Easiness of the question paper more than 0. Fine. Try to understand. Let us plot here marks. Let us plot here marks. Let's say total marks equal to 100. Okay, or let's say total mark has no limit. Okay, you can solve as many questions as you want and you can get as many marks as you want. Okay, if you know the answer, just write it and get marks. Fine. And let us write here number of students. Let us write here number of students. Now my first question, how many students? Let's say total number of students are 100. Let's say total number of gas molecules are also 100. Total number of gas molecules 100. Okay, total number of gas molecules 100. Total number of students 100. How many students will be there with 0 marks? How many students will be there with 0 mark? Easiness is not equal to 0. Easiness is more than 0. It means that at least you can solve some of the questions. Difficulty is not infinity. Easiness is not 0. Difficulty is 1 upon easiness. Try to understand. Some questions are easy. It means that everyone will be able to solve some of the questions. So how many students will be there with 0 marks? No student will get 0 mark because there are some questions which are easy. Getting this? Now tell me. If in the question paper, if there are some questions which are easy, then out of the 100 students, everyone will get some marks, everyone will solve some easy questions. Okay, so there will not be any student who is getting 0 marks. So similar to that, at given temperature, if that temperature is above 0 Kelvin, no molecule of the gas, जे काय 100 molecules आहेत त्यातला कुठलाही molecule at rest असणार नाही. There will not be any molecule at rest. So molecules with the speed equal to 0 असतील. कुठल्याही molecule चा speed 0 नसेल, कुठल्याही student चे mark 0 असणार नाहीत. Is that clear? So first point is to be plotted here. Are you getting this? Try to get it. पृथ्वीराज सांग मला, समजलं का? काही ना काहीतरी इझी क्वेश्चन आहे क्वेश्चन पेपर मध्ये. So definitely no one will get 0 mark. Means mark 0 असणारे number of students किती आहे? 0. Mark 0 असणारे number of students 0 आहे because there are some easy questions in the question paper. It means that there is some temperature. There is some temperature to the gas. It is not 0 Kelvin. It means that speed equal to 0 असणारे molecules 0 असतील. Okay, fine. Now let's say marks equal to 10. So 10 mark असणारे students, let's say there are 15 students. 20 mark असणारे students, let's say there are 18 students. 30 मार्क असणारे स्टुडंट्स इथे आहेत, एवढे स्टुडंट्स आहेत. बट ऍज यू गो ऑन इन्क्रीजिंग द मार्क, initially the number of students go on increasing, but after some time what happens, as you go on increasing the marks, again the number of students with the higher marks go on decreasing. So there will be some peak. Are you getting this? There will be some peak in the graph. With 0 mark there are 0 students. As you go on increasing the marks, number of students will go on increasing. VMP is equal to question mark. No. VMP is equal to question mark. म्हणजे काय? Most probable वगैरे तसलं काय आता इथे मध्ये आणायचं नाही. Okay. Fine. Try to understand. As you go on increasing the number of marks, number of students will go on increasing. At certain point, what will happen? The graph initially will go on increasing with the count, and it will again start decreasing. Okay. So what is this? Number of students with higher marks are less. Number of students with lower marks are also less. But number of students with some middle number of marks are more. This is the concept of Maxwellian distribution. Are you getting this? बघा जरा जमतंय का? हळूहळू जरा समजून घेऊयात. Reply in the chat box. Is this nature of the curve justified? This is like a bell curve. Yes, it is a bell-shaped curve. आणि समजतंय का? Is this nature justified? Is this nature of the graph justified? Yes. So shall I say, as I go on increasing the speed at given temperature, okay, at given temperature, each and every molecule will have different speed. Okay, at given easiness of the question paper, number of different students will have different marks. Just like that, at given temperature, different molecules will have different speeds. Okay, you can take the average of the speed, you can take the RMS of the speed, you can take most probable speed. That is different story. But as you go on increasing the speed, number of molecules with that speed initially go on increasing. Okay, at some point it becomes maximum and again it goes on decreasing. This means that, sir, at higher speed, the molecules having very high speed are less. The molecules having very less speed are also less. The molecules having high speed are less. Molecules having very less speed are also less. Okay. So there is some speed range. Most of the molecules lie in that speed range. Most of the molecules lie in that speed range. Most of the students lie in this mark range. Most of the students lie in this mark range. Okay. So this is the Maxwellian distribution. Are you getting this? Total number of students 100. Okay, that count, that is total number of molecules 100, total number of students 100. That count is constant. Is that clear? Just tell me yes or no. Maxwell says the distribution curve for the speeds of the gases should be like this. Is the graph symmetrical? No, graph is not symmetrical. Or it should not be necessary. Okay. Sir, I was saying the peak point is as V most probable. Yes, peak point is the speed. This is the most probable speed because this speed is possessed by the most of the number of particles. You can draw various interpretations, no doubt, but just for time being, don't relate it with most probable, VRMS, V average. Okay, just try to understand the nature of the curve. Yes, this is most probable, no doubt. It is. Yes, this curve can be related with the different things, no doubt. Okay, fine, but don't bring that into this point right now, because we are just trying to understand the nature. Okay, because generally number of gas molecules are not plotted on this axis. Okay, we are trying to understand the analogy. Okay, actually what is being plotted is number of gas molecules divided by total number of molecules is plotted. Number of gas molecules divided by total number of molecules, that is fraction, is plotted. Okay, fraction of the molecules is plotted. Okay, but the curve will remain same. Now let us say that if the temperature increases, okay, temperature means easiness of the question paper. If the temperature increases, easiness of the question paper increases. Okay, some more questions have been now made easy. आधी काही questions easy होतेच, आता अजून काही questions easy केले. What will happen? Let me give you some options. Again, number of students with 0 mark will remain 0. Okay, total number of students are again 100. Total number of molecules are again 100. Now if the temperature increases, what shall be the graph? If the temperature increases, what shall be the graph? Option number 1 is this. Okay, and option number 2 is this. Tell me, option number 1 and option number 2. If the temperature increases, what shall happen? Option number 1 or option number 2? Now this is little bit now this question is little bit tricky. It involves thinking. Now Akash is saying option number 1. Fine. Can it be same? No, how can it be same? Difficulty of the question paper has changed. Temperature has increased. Difficulty reduced झाली. Easiness वाढली. जास्त मार्क पडतील आता. आधी तुला 2 क्वेश्चन सॉल्व्ह होत होते, आता 3 क्वेश्चन सॉल्व्ह होतील. Let's try to understand the logic. Let's try to know which will be the graph, whether it will be 1 or 2. Interesting. Temperature वाढलं, काय होईल? Graph तर बदलणार. Fine. Yes, most of you are giving the correct answer. Let everyone try. काय झालं बा? क्वेश्चन पेपर इझी झालाय. टेम्परेचर वाढलं म्हणजे क्वेश्चन पेपर काय झालाय? इझी झालाय. ओके, क्वेश्चन पेपर बाळांनो जेव्हा इझी होतो तेव्हा कमी मार्क असणारे स्टुडंट्स कमी होतात, कारण त्यांचे मार्क वाढलेले असतात. आर यू गेटिंग दिस? when the question paper becomes easy, question paper easy झाला म्हणजे टेम्परेचर वाढलं. when the question paper becomes easy, number of students with less mark decrease in count because their marks have been increased. so less mark असणारे स्टुडंट्स कमी होतात, लेस स्पीड असणारे मॉलिक्युल्स कमी होतात आणि हायर स्पीड असणारे मॉलिक्युल्स वाढतात. आर यू गेटिंग दिस? हा, टोटल नंबर ऑफ मॉलिक्युल्स सेमच आहे. टोटल नंबर ऑफ स्टुडंट परीक्षेला बसणारे सेमच आहे. आधीचा समजा कट ऑफ हा होता, आता कट ऑफ वाढतोय. वाढला कट ऑफ परीक्षेचा, क्वालिफाइंग स्कोर वाढला का? आर यू गेटिंग दिस? इज द ग्राफ नंबर 2 जस्टिफाइड? am I sounding sorry, am I sound logical? मी काय बोलतोय समजते का बाळांनो? if temperature increases, what does that mean? Temperature increases, question paper has become somewhat more easy. So what will happen? Number of students with less mark will decrease, number of students with higher marks will increase. So automatically what will happen? See, ultimately we want 30 students out of 100. We want 30 students to be qualified. Okay, initially qualifying marks will be this initially, but if the question paper becomes easy, qualifying marks will also become more, will increase. Is this analogy clear to all of you? With this analogy you can guess in what direction and where the graph should shift. Is that clear? Tell me. समजतंय का? बघा, हे लॉजिक सांगायला लागलोय मी तुम्हाला. हे लॉजिक्स तुम्हाला इंडिपेंडंट बनवतील परीक्षेमध्ये कुठल्याही क्वेश्चनला टॅकल करायला. ओके, कुठे काही लिहून घ्यायची गरज नाहीये, हे सगळं डोक्यातच तुम्हाला लक्षात ठेवायचं आहे. ओके, हे लॉजिक आयुष्यभर उपयोगी पडणार आहेत. कुठल्याही एक्झाम साठीच नाही, बारीक बारीक ज्या काही गोष्टी घडणार आहेत तुमच्या आयुष्यात त्या सगळ्या केसेस मध्ये तुम्हाला अशा टाइपचे लॉजिक्स यूज करायचे आहेत. ओके, नाउ you might wonder that, sir, this has decreased. Peak बघा, आधी इथं होता, peak was here, now the peak is here. Why it is so? The answer is very simple. Total number of students in count, they have not changed. Initially 100 number of students, again